when you got to the high school level, what teammates and coaches besides your dad had the most impact on you?
Yeah, so I guess my dad was a rough coach, right? So imagine like Bobby Knight, right? That was kind of like my dad, right? Tough guy, no nonsense. But when I got to high school, I had a coach named Bryce Casto. He played. So my dad, he's a Hall of Fame college football player at West Virginia State College or West Virginia State University now. My football coach in high school also went to West Virginia State as a lineman. My dad played linebacker. Um, but this coach, Bryce Casto, he was just totally different than my dad. He was like positive. And I remember the first time I made a mistake on the football field, like I missed a wide open, like hit my wide open pass. Like I beat the corner, but I tried to catch it to hit my face mask and bounced off. And I was like, oh, you got kidding me. I ran back to the sidelines. He looked at me and said, Anthony, you're better than that. And that was the first time I really heard like that type of reinforcement. And I was like, wow, like I am better than that, right? And so because of that, encouragement, basically I got, for me, that was like that built on my confidence. And from that point forward, I was, I was better. I was dedicated. I was more committed. And, I did better, and so he was a big influence. And then, just some other coaches, because I didn't know that I was actually starting to stand out from my peers. Because I grew up, like I said, my dad coaching and me seeing high school football in the area, and I thought every good player was like better than me, like just way better. I didn't have any aspirations of being better than them. I was just trying to be the best I could be. But then I remember I started hearing them compare me to these other players as me being better than them. I was like, whoa, yeah, I'm pretty good. I didn't know that. And so, just those group of coaches were there, supportive, and they were calling out the talent I had that once again encouraged me to continue to play football.
Yes, sir. So, with those two coaches, how did you leverage their wisdom to get better on the football field and in the classroom?
Yeah. So speaking about the football field, like I didn't understand. I was just naturally more talented than, by and large, except for probably like Randy Moss and Eric, his brother, right? But there were a couple of guys like in my area who went to the pro. Bobby Howard, he went to Notre Dame, then went to the Bears. There was a lot of guys who were like really good in my area at that time. But what I didn't know is the importance of fundamentals and technique. And these guys taught me the techniques that would help me separate myself from my peers. So that was something I didn't think about. I just thought I'd run a route. I just outrun everybody, regardless of what was called. It'd be a slant, I run a fly. It'd be a curl, I run a fly, right? Like, so I'm like, I could beat them, right? Just throw the ball. And I got yelled at for that. And then I realized, like, no, I had to run the route because all the routes were setting something up in the course of the game, right?
Sure.
And so that helped me understand the importance of technique. In the classroom, my high school football coach was also the health teacher. And my dad was also a teacher as well. In the school, he taught AutoCAD, computer drafting, and shop. And so because all these coaches in West Virginia were also teachers, like I couldn't avoid, the pressure of getting my grades done. And so, getting my grades done, being studious in the classroom was just as important as being effective on the football field. And so it was just the culture that was developed. And it wasn't anything that was overtly stated. It was just like, it was expected that you just did well in school, because if you didn't do well in school, you would be good on the field. So.
Yes, sir. So, when did the college teams start calling you to recruit you?
Yeah. So that was interesting because when I came out, there wasn't a lot of attention. But there was a guy named Mark Terry who was my quarterback my sophomore and junior year. And he was getting recruited by Clemson, but for whatever reason, it didn't work out. He ended up going to the college I went to, Bethune-Cookman. And then Bethune saw me on video. And they were like, oh, wow, he's amazing. So I had aspirations of going to Notre Dame. That's where I wanted to go. And lo and behold, Notre Dame actually came to the area, and I thought they were recruiting me. but they ended up recruiting Randy Moss, and so I was just distraught. So I had a lot of letters that I got from schools, but I only wanted to go to their name, and I didn't really look at them in detail. Had an offer from West Point, but I was like, forget all these other schools. Like it's Notre Dame or bust. And when Notre Dame didn't want me, I was like, forget it. I'm going to go to a small school in Daytona Beach, Florida, to get away. Ended up going down Florida. I thought I was the king of the hill, and realized Randy Moss now is in Florida State. And I was like, oh no, like this guy's down here in Florida with me, right? And so then when I made it to the Vikings, I was thinking like, yes, like I'm the homeboy that's doing well. It's all about me now. And this dude made it to the Vikings at the exact same time I made it. I'm like, get away from this guy.
This concludes our episode today, folks. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get all our up-to-date content. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We greatly appreciate it. We welcome you back next time.